Grade that out, Charlie?
What? Alright guys, so the second half of this class is going to be largely focused on vocab. You know you love vocab. Come on. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Basil, what do you think I'm going to say? What do you think I'm going to say, Basil?
What? Oh. Wow. Don't make no sense.
Alright. We're going to do these in increments of 3. And by the way,
Sorry, sorry. We got a special relationship going on here. Yeah.
I'm going to deal with you. Alright. Eyes up, eyes up.
Listening, Lord. I'm listening.
Eyes.
We're here. All 4 of us.
Ah, there you go. Nice.
2 and 2.
Alright. So look guys, we're just going to go over some... Dude, this is not a potluck. Come on, man. Seriously? Because then we'll have to break out corn on the cob and no one will be safe.
We're here. We're here.
No.
We're here. I'm listening with my
Ross.
ears. It's called the sugar rush so we can be on point with you.
We need to be on point for another 45 minutes, so
Come
it's
on.
not long.
Come on now. With you.
Alright, good. So,
Business vocab.
take notes on this because it's going to be on your exam.
Oh, God.
Look, if I was killing you, you'd be dead.
Slow down, wait.
Sure. There is going to be a master document with all these on it. However, I'll send that out to you on Monday.
Will I have definition?
What? Would I send you vocab without definitions?
You want to make business vocab.
Yes, you will.
Okay, I might, but I won't.
You going to send us a document?
Initiative. There ain't no telling what you might get.
Oh no, I'm a weird guy. You know this.
Started something.
All right. So who here can tell me what initiative means?
Plans.
Not quite. No. One at a time. Hands. The things at the end of your arms. Raise them if you think you know what initiative means. Mr. West.
A plan of action.
Not quite. Mr. Kenneth.
Initiative
Yep.
means the power to proceed.
Proceed.
Yeah. Proceed.
Almost.
To take initiative.
To request to
Hold on.
Inform.
Hands. Martinez.
I heard it in a sentence like to take initiative, to stand up for something.
To take charge, to
take
lead
charge.
something.
Yeah, to lead something.
Like that? Good, Oscar.
Okay, just give you a little demonstration of initiative. Okay, so if I say, Mr. Alex, shut that door, please, and you do it, see, now if he had done that without me telling him, that would have been initiative.
Oh,
But since I had to tell him, it's not initiative. Sorry to pick on you, Mr.
It's
Alex.
all good, man.
Yeah,
So if I hadn't told him to do it, and he thought it would be a good idea anyway, then he did it on his own initiative.
right,
But since I told him, it doesn't count as initiative.
right,
You got me?
right.
Cool.
An issue without being, what?
You do it of your own will without being told. So you take charge without someone telling you that's what you should be doing.
Okay, what's that you have on board?
I said to take charge, comma, to lead an effort without being asked to.
Oh, okay. That'll be an answer.
oh, okay.
Okay? So that's the first one. All right, intensive. Anyone here want to help me out with this? Durgy. Intensive. The word intensive. What do you think it is?
Intensive, it's another word for it, you mean?
Like used in a
Intensify,
sentence.
to multiply.
Extensive. I got another word
Deep.
for it.
Yeah.
In depth.
Expand.
Intense.
You want to? All right. Intensive.
Intense.
Oh, intensive.
Intensive also can mean extensive.
Intense, a formal word.
Right. So it means it's thorough, in depth.
No.
It's intense.
We don't have to get that in depth,
D-E-P-T-H. Yeah.
but it's in depth. What is in depth?
In depth.
Depth.
Like, for example,
complete.
you ever? All right. So if I told you, all right, you ever know when some like, if I cut my arm off, I'd go to intensive care, right?
Right.
What do you think intensive means in intensive care?
Thorough.
Special, focused, thorough.
There you go.
So intensive means thorough, specialized, you know, focused.
You stirred that shit.
Dude, you like wrote a. I don't even want to get into that.
What?
You were like this far away from writing a snuff film. Seriously, it was creepy.
Who?
You!
What?
We're not talking about it. Anyway,
Oh,
I think
what I do?
good question. All right, so intensive means in-depth, focused, specialized. So, say for example, if I was to leave the Sierra Academy, God forbid.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you don't know that. Anyway, I might say I led an intensive course on the basics of business writing. That meant that I ran an in-depth, thorough, and focused course on business writing.
Exciting.
Now, we all know that's a lie, but I have to put it on my resume anyway. All right, so that's what intensive means. You're going to use this in resumes or...
Over and over and over and over and over.
No, use it sparingly, 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 so it has maximum effect. You know, like, if you ask, are we there yet on a car trip, like a gajillion times, you're never going to get it. Rosalind? This is my last nerve, and you're stepping on it. No, you're good, you're good. All right, so, no, if you ask are we there yet, like a gajillion times, you're never going to get an answer. But if you ask it, you know, carefully once, you might actually get an answer to your question, as opposed to spamming it. All right, well, let's maybe do the spam dance. Well,
Do it. Yeah, like the
that's
dance.
good.
Maybe do
Oh,
better.
you're such a sucker. Okay.
I'm doing better.
Okay. So, moving on to the next one, marketable. Everyone, this is a really self-explanatory word. I don't even know why I put it up here. Everyone here in this room can tell
Sell
me.
yourself.
desirable.
Worthy.
People want this skill. Right.
Saleability. But how are we gonna use that in a?
Say it like you mean it.
Throughout my extensive career as a teacher, I've acquired several marketable skills,
Show 'em what you
such
bring.
as filing, organizing, writing lesson plans, compiling student data. I could go on. You see?
That's nice.
Say it like you mean it.
Marketable skills.
Get it on well with others, but I can't work alone.
Sense.
You know, stuff like that. I'm reliable. Say it like you mean it. What do you call it? I'm honest,
Necessary skills.
diligent worker.
That's just
Required skills. Essential skills.
Okay. The marketable usually is used as a code word for a desirable skill, specialized training, etc. Like who here knows CPR? That's a marketable skill. Because not everyone knows.
First aid too.
You're supposed to break their ribs with a
I
high.
was
No, you don't.
mental
Okay,
health
well that just
counselor.
might be
They
my
don't
little.
break their
That might be
ribs.
my little.
I was a
kink
mental
thing.
health
Wow.
counselor.
Nice. See, that's marketable. All right, so you guys are breezing through this. Great. Miss Roz, you need a minute?
I'm taking a minute now.
Instead of 20, it's
If
30.
you need to take a.
I'm taking it right here.
All right, you good. Good for you, Miss Roz. All right. What else can we use? Come on, guys. What other words do you see in business writing? God knows I've given
Seen
you.
a lot of business.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard out of your mouth, Martinez. You're routine us one with me. We gave you nothing but business writing. We all gave you business writing tattoos on your chests. Or at least that was my idea, and then Emily shot it down. Maybe very sad. All right. So those are the first three. Next one.
Confidence.
Nope.
Competent.
Okay, competent. It is not a misspelling of confident. It is something different. Everyone knows the word confidence, but not everyone knows the words competent. Anyone here know what it means?
You're able to do your job.
Right. So that usually means that you're capable, well-versed, skilled, you know. If you're able to do your job well, then you're competent in your job.
Able to do. That's what it means.
What?
Able to do.
Capable.
Capable of
Capable is a good
Capable is also a great word.
doing your job. Completing your job.
Business
Knowing your job.
Term. I'm gonna put accommodation as a business term.
Yes, accommodation. I'm going to use this next one actually, because you're going to use it. If you're at your workspace, you're having your live scribe. Yeah, and that's an accommodation. That means an exception that's being made for you to work better. All right. Capable. If I underline a word here, then that means it's also acceptable use as a vocab word in a business letter or in
All
a
capable
communication.
use.
Yeah. So it's underlined on this side. That means it's also acceptable to use in business writing.
And another question.
Yeah.
Those are basically you would use these words as a request, right?
You can use them in either form.
More with request.
Capable.
I'm getting out deep
Something to share with the class, Miss Sabrina?
I didn't say anything. What
Oh,
happened?
who said something?
I'm writing.
I'll draw mustaches on the person who said something when my mouth was hurt.
I'm writing.
I mean, not that it would do anything to Martinez or West or Durgy, but still, I'll do it. Or even Mr. Ken. All right, competent. So accommodation is a great word.
Yeah.
Exception.
I'm in class.
Exception.
ACCOM, what's the next letter?
Accommodation.
Accommodation.
Yeah.
What's the letter after M?
ACCOMADATION.
Charlie.
So
the
that's-
next task for your next class and tell you. Use that right there. It's going to help you.
Yeah, that's true. But it's too late now. We have plunged into the depths of the whiteboard.
Your spelling.
My spelling is perfect. My handwriting is
Perfectly.
terrible.
Well, your spelling is great, yeah.
Yes. I'm well aware of it, too.
But your
Improves. Do it again.
chicken scratch.
Do it again! Whew. Got some tough ones here. Accommodation. Exception, allowance. What else is another good word for accommodation? Modification, even.
Words to use during business.
Give us a real heavy one.
And that is establishmentarianism. It's the longest word in the English language. You said go heavy. What?
All right, what's the name? What does it mean?
Since
It basically means in support of business.
and they didn't.
Support of business.
How do you say the first one again?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Like, you ever see those
No, I know
old
the word.
you ever see those old Cold War movies where they're about to launch the missiles and it says launch sequence initiating.
Right.
You know? That means the launch sequence started.
Right.
So it's the same basic word as initiate.
Initiate.
Yeah.
Take charge. Lead.
Okay, accommodation. What else?
Think of a real hard one.
Intensive. In-depth. Focus. Specialized.
Think of one that you used that got you a job.
Desirable skill.
Sure.
Specialized. Thinking, etc. Competent. Skill. Capable.
Emphatic.
Accommodation. Inspections.
Relocate.
Charlie, I could just imagine your
M.
your resume.
My resume was a thing of beauty.
It was like what? Like beyond the college dictionary, and
Maybe.
the words were just crazy.
No, they weren't. Because if they were too crazy, I would never get a job except for in academia. Except for academia, fun fact. It's a great irony.
All right, come on, give us the meanings.
Hey, who's teaching here? There's a fun fact, and I'll let you in on it. Most academics, most professors, I had a friend whose job was to work with a philosophy professor who would write these incredibly complicated theses. And,
See, I
you know,
need
on
friends like
the
that.
morality of right and wrong and etc. Ms. Ross, you okay? Okay, need a minute? Cool. Alright, so he'd write these great, incredibly complicated theses with words like divergent and posthumous, all these incredibly complicated niche theological terms, philosophical terms, which I can't remember right now. But the point is that he was so in his vocabulary as a philosopher that he wasn't, while he was using English, he wasn't speaking English that anyone outside of the field of philosophy could understand. So, this is where my friend comes in. Her job was to rewrite his papers in plain English so that
Really?
people could understand them. Which means that she had to be a really sharp cookie, which she was. Yeah, I know. Best job ever, right?
It's horrible.
I wish I had that job, but it's cool. I like this one. Dude, I get to read philosophy all day? Hell yes. But no. This is a great job too. Anyway, so
You think it's showing?
business writing is not quite the same as philosophy in terms of vocabulary that's really exclusive and cut off. But everyone here has hobbies, right? Like Mr. Martinez is a DJ when he, and Mr. Westward
I like to
wants to
draw.
work with automobiles and has in the past, if I'm right? And there's something called shop talk that, like, in your profession, there's a lingo and a terms that are unique to that, right?
Yes.
Like you refer to things through shorthand, and if I was listening to you talk about cars with another person who's as knowledgeable as yourself, there's a chance I wouldn't understand what you were saying, but you're definitely speaking English.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like example, like I play sports, but then when it comes to sitting there and watching and being able to know
Yeah.
who's on what team and what they doing, and it's just like
You
I
don't,
get lost.
you don't know football? What? I
Besides
love
the
it. I'm a
quarterback.
girl, but a lot of women and
No,
guys
a lot
like
of women are
they
into
think.
it.
Okay, we're not debating over whether women like football, because that's
Yeah.
not happening right now.
Oh,
I
shit.
personally like football. The best part is when they get
I
the
love
horses into a trot. Or is that another sport?
What?
Or is that the one on the wall?
Olo?
I don't remember.
Name
You
another
talking about
sport that we
Olo?
like?
No. We're not on this. No. We're getting distracted. We only have a half hour. Don't do this to you guys.
Okay.
Don't capitalize on my distractibility.
Okay.
Come on
Okay.
now, come
All right,
on now.
but it's good to remember that
Can you
each
play
bit-
football?
No. Do I look like a football player? My plan as a football player would be to kick the other guy in the nuts and run.
You look like a track player.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm allowed.
No, all right, but
I say croquet.
see, croquet is great because they give you a clay. All right, look. So it's important to remember, and the point of me bringing up all your hobbies and that sort of thing. You know,
Are you gonna be in
Chip-
French fries this weekend?
all right. Yes, I am. I'm working.
You got to give me information.
Hold on, where?
I'll get it to you. Actually, the first show's tonight, but whatever. Each business has its own vocabulary, like things that you can't understand unless you're in that business. And business writing is one of those. The good news about business writing is that all businesses that you're going to be in are mostly sedentary and they have shared vocabulary. So there's overlap. Like, you know how English and Spanish are cousins, or at least related linguistically? That's how various forms of business writing are with each other. If you know one, it's a lot easier to learn the other. You see? Okay, so now after that, 10, 20 minutes aggression, relocate. Fancy word for move. Okay, let's just make it simple. Relocate, fancy word for move. The only context you're ever going to see it in is, are you willing to relocate to meet this job requirement? Means, are you willing to move for this job?
Absolutely not.
Well, I'm willing to move from my house to the cubicle, but other than that, no. Take it literally. Emphatic is a great word. Emphatic. Anyone want to guess?
You used it a lot.
Emphatically, yes, I have. All right. So anyone want to guess while I'm not getting a drink of water because I've talked myself hoarse?
Oh, good.
Hey, drink water.
You got extra?
Emphatic.
If I give out extra on camera, do you know what Janet would do to my intestines?
We're people too. Emphatic.
Suffice to say, they would not be intestines anymore, but they would be like sausages. It'd be horrifying. I'm not a fan of cannibalism. Sorry.
Here you go.
Feel like
You don't eat meat?
Jenna!
Chuck, you don't eat meat?
My girlfriend doesn't, which means I don't, because she does most of the cooking.
Thank you.
Is she going
That's great.
Is she gonna be in the
She got
French
a career
fries?
and she cook.
Yeah, pretty amazing, right?
What
Anyway,
happened?
this is
Know what I
done.
got?
What?
Is she gonna be at the French fries too?
Yes, she's performing, but that's not the
At
point.
the where?
All right, guys,
At the
guesses
where?
for
French fries.
Where's that?
it's tonight.
It's
Anyway.
tonight.
What's it?
What Charlie doing? His
North
girlfriend.
5th Street. What, 5th or what? 5th and Rob, something like that?
Oh, y'all didn't get to see him at the,
Yeah, at
with
the,
Ryan?
Yeah,
All right,
Ryan.
guys, if you really want to know so much, I can tell you at the end of class, all right?
Alright.
We don't you get it? We try and distract you.
Yes, I'm aware of that, which is why I'm yelling at you. Gee, God.
At the end
Christ
of
himself
class.
didn't deal with this. All right, so emphatic means firmly.
Charlie, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
All right, so emphatic is firm. Okay.
Stern.
Look at Miss Sabrina. Damn, nice. Firm, stern, unwavering.
You get all these words from my missing.
Stern.
Yeah.
Now unwavering, what's that?
What's this?
Stern means
What's that? Empathetic?
Strong.
Stern means strong. Yes, that's what it means.
So you gotta move or right a little higher because I can't see you.
Okay, so emphatic. EMPHATIC. See also Daryl Daniels.
Emphatic.
Yeah.
What's that?
On what?
What?
Unwary?
Unwavering.
Unwavering.
I didn't need the L one.
Firm means like firm in action.
Right, so if I'm firmly anchored here, that means you're not moving me from the spot. If I'm unwavering, I'm not moving back and forth.
Why is that a business term?
Because you can say, I was emphatic in my insistence that the employees get a fair wage. That means you were firm about it. You didn't shake back and forth. You were very clear about what you wanted and
Stood
expected.
your ground.
So, okay, I'm an emphatic believer, like firm believer in proper spelling, grammar, or I'm emphatic about punctuality. it's serious business for me. Gotta be here at this time. That means I'm there at that time.
Zealous.
I say zealous. I love this word. It's one of those few Z words you get to pop off. It's like getting a combo
What's
in a
it mean?
fighting game.
XX.
Yeah, XXZY, up, down, left. It's
Good zest.
yeah, close actually. The words fanatic and zealous are frequently used together.
Sex appeal. No.
Who just said sex appeal? It's like I'm teaching a class full of 8th graders. So we're gonna yell bum next? Guys, dear. It's been a long day. Fervent.
It gives you something to go home and tell
said
you
vermin.
about us. Be like, honey, you won't believe what happened in class today.
Fervent.
Bourbon.
Why
Fanatical.
do you use these words?
What did you say?
Fervent.
Where did you
Fanatical.
come from, love?
Bourbon.
Right.
What?
I mean, you
Hardcore.
really
Bourbon.
don't do
I
that.
understand you want to.
Johnny, my brain is hurting.
Good. Good. That means you're using it.
Hardcore. I can understand hardcore.
No,
Okay.
but you
I'll
gotta
get
put
that.
it
I'll
in a
get that.
term where it's
Explain
Alright, look,
fervent.
Okay, so
Zealous
think,
versus
all right. If
cancer.
emphatic is firm, then zealous is foaming at the mouth, completely out there, true believer. Okay.
Hardcore. I will
Woman
get
out
that
the
one.
mouth.
Fervent.
Full of zest, baby.
All right. So does this word
I said
Z-E-A-L-O, does that look familiar? Like anyone hear the term
Jealous.
zealot? You know what a zealot is?
Zill.
I heard it from you. That's it.
Okay. Well, okay. To use an extreme example, which I do not
Zoe.
condone, a suicide bomber, for example, might be a zealot because he believes so firmly in his cause that he's willing to blow himself and anyone else into
For
tiny
religion.
bits.
So he's
Right.
like
That's an
Martin
example
Luther King.
of extreme.
For religion.
Martin Luther King.
He was a
Malcolm
zealous believer in
X.
equal opportunity
Right.
and without violence. Yes.
Right.
So he believes it so firmly that it's almost a
Right.
separate
It was part of his
actual
life.
part of him.
Okay.
Like it's so internalized inside you. Okay. To use another term, hardcore is another way to think of it. Like, you're so zealous about your punctuation or getting your stuff, and it's like a thing with you. It's like a twitch, a character trait. Okay.
Yeah, like you don't want to miss no
Fervent.
days.
Like, yeah. Well, Mr. West.
What is
All right. So zealous is a word
What's
you're not
the
going
reason?
to.
Start
Hold
cleaning
on.
up.
And
So,
jealous?
not jealous. I swear to God, if you two don't keep sniping at each other, I'm gonna bash your heads together.
What's the word?
I swear, it's like dealing with my little sister and her cousins. Oh my God.
I might give you a definition. What's the word?
Zealous.
No
Z-E-A-L.
way.
Zealous?
Zealous.
what is fervent?
Fervent is intense, like
Oh, jeez.
nearly palpable, like very focused, single-minded.
Zealous means, does it mean
Zealous
up front?
No, zealous means fanatical.
Well, what does fanatic mean? Wild and crazy?
Fanatical means you're absolutely devoted to one thing.
Oh, okay.
Fanatical. Where's that at?
Miss,
Oh, and
all right,
that's-
look,
Oh, I got it. I
Miss
see.
Roslyn, come and sit up here.
I'm playing. I
Oh,
got it.
come on, Roz. It's like 10
I'm
feet.
cool. I'm cool.
I know, you're glacial. Come over and sit
I'm
here anyway.
good.
I know, or
You
at
just
least
want me close
neutral
to you.
good.
That's all.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
it.
all
I
you
just
want.
want
Dedicated
you
to
in
one
I
what?
just want you in range of my ruler as well.
Y'all made me forget now.
Excuse me? Where you stick at?
I don't know.
It's in room
It's good that I don't have it though, because there'd be several sore noggins.
You said fanatical.
Fanatical, right?
Dedicated to one what?
One idea. Okay?
Thank you.
But another more colloquial way of understanding what zealous means is hardcore.
Porn.
Hard,
Porn.
hardcore? No, you boil it first.
I said hardcore porn.
Thank you, Jetta. I never would have thought of that.
They are off look, aren't they?
That's
Okay.
a roll. I'm actually getting you to talk, which is a start. All right, good. So these are some very simple words. Zealous should also be used very sparingly.
You are crazy.
Like you use that when you want to get mega points and you want to make
What?
it with a 2 or 3 word
Which one
combo.
is that?
Zealous. You're not going to see that a lot in business writing.
Like stuck in your own way.
Well, no, that's set in your ways,
Yeah.
entrenched.
Mhm.
Sort of locked into one way of thinking.
Yeah.
Traditionalist, I guess, would be another word.
Yeah.
All right. These last two are more words that you would use, and the rest of them are ones that will be used, like in reference to you, hopefully. This is the first of many terms that are going to be thrown at you. A more complete sheet will be sent to you by the beginning of next week, but it will include all these terms. Okay?
Okay, we
Fantastical.
It's gonna be
here
open
we
book,
go.
right?
Fantastical.
Fantastico. Don't make me do the fandango. I swear to God, that's the last thing the internet needs. Right, so that's the basic vocab for at least now.
Okay.
Oh, that's a rat.
Gotcha.
Practice your writing.
That's a rat.
No, it's not a Rosalind, who's teaching you class.
You are.
Don't forget.
Mr. Van Swiggle.
Right. So this is stuff that should be used sparingly, but like I said, it's like learning another language. Once you know these key words and what they can be translated to, you have a lot easier time deciphering things.
Do they make dictionaries just for business terms?
I'm sure they do, but I haven't seen
Or
one.
maybe they go
Webster,
individual
don't Webster have
jobs?
one? Webster.
Online dictionaries are your best friend ever, because they will give you answers.
Who?
Online dictionaries are your best friend ever, since almost everyone here,
So they give you
especially
the
once
antonyms.
has access to the internet.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
Online what is?
dictionaries. If you don't have an actual dictionary, not a big loss because the internet has about 1 billion of them. All right, so anyone here want to refer to the beginning of their notes from the beginning of class and tell me what we're expected to do in the next class? Remind me. Mr. Ross.
We're expected to know the difference between email and Gmail. Right?
That
The,
was
with the 5 Y's.
W's.
The W's.
You're just trying to give me an aneurysm.
We're supposed to know. We're not supposed not to use slang in emails.
No. I meant the schedule that I put up there.
Oh, the
For next
schedule.
class on
Oh,
the
why did you
17th.
say that? Okay. Emails and cover letters. The 5th. The 12th, the proofreading and
Editing.
Practicing now.
practice exam.
Yep.
And 17th is review all. And 19th is the final.
Yep. Good.
And then what happens after that?
Then
We
I
graduate.
Then at the beginning of next semester, if you're back, I give you your final back, but you get your grades back and your final progress report.
I know I'm getting an A.
So I don't get a final.
Why?
I'll make one special just for you.
Because he's very
Oh, you got a job, Mark?